Hey guys, it's Courtney here. I hope you guys are having a great day. Happy Thursday. We are almost through the month of January and I can't believe it. Like, it's been almost a month since the book came out and I am back here where it all started. You're like, where is she? Yes, I am in Malibu right now and I gotta show you this view first and then I'm gonna put this tripod down so it's a little bit more stable because y'all know I like to talk with my hands. So check this out, 74 degrees out right now. And yeah, I'm on the beach in Malibu. Work trip, real estate related trip. I've got clients out here. But also one of my best friends has a baby shower this weekend. So kill two birds with one stone. Actually, multiple birds with one stone, more than two. So real quick, let me put this down. And then let's chat. Hold on, I don't want this to fall because I'm like really in the sand. Okay, let's see if we got this here. Okay, so, and my head is a little bit cut off. We're trying to make it work. So shout out to the pretty plug, Jasmine Rhodes, also known as Jasmine Stith. And the reason why I'm shouting her out is she sent me a text message from one of her friends. And her friend was like, look, I really want to do what Courtney is preaching or teaching, not preaching. I want to do what Courtney's teaching in the book, Millennial versus Machine, which is available on Amazon if you forgot, and Audible and all of that. So she said, but I feel like my student loans are a cloud over me. It's preventing me from moving forward. It's preventing me from traveling the world, all of these things, right? And this is a screenshot of a text message exchange, right? And so I wanted just to hop on here and take you guys back. If you haven't listened to the podcast, the very first episode, I talk about where I started, which was here in Malibu, first generation college grad, graduated in 2007, $25,000 worth of student loan debt, clouding over me, and I felt like I totally couldn't, move forward. I was like held hostage by this thing, right? And so I felt just like that girl felt in the text message with Jasmine. And so just a couple of things I wanted to highlight here on this glorious day in Malibu is if you feel like your student loans are holding you back, let's just take a step back here, okay? One of the things that the girl said was, well, to buy real estate, you need to have all this money down. No, guys, listen to the podcast. I'm walking you step by step, okay? One of the things that she said is, well, I am just making minimal payments, the minimum payment on my student loans. That is okay. That's what you should be doing because you don't have the cash flow yet or the extra cash to be able to put towards additional payments. That's okay, guys, okay? And then secondly, I know a lot of people out there are preaching this, put 20% down. Let's break it down. A lot of people talk about putting 20% down or more when you're buying real estate so that you can avoid what is called a mortgage insurance premium, okay? My very first house, I did not put 20% down, y'all. I put less than 5% down, which in the grand scheme of things on a $68,000 house was nothing. So we gotta stop assuming that we have to put all this money down, that we have to have all of these things to get started. You don't. So one of the things that I talked about, I think it was like episode 3 or 4 after the episode with my dad. Hi guys, how are you? Beautiful day, right? Yeah. So one of the things that I talked about in like the 3rd or 4th episode was the first step, looking at where you're at right now. Where are you? Okay. There is a free spreadsheet that I created that you can download if you go to CourtneyMKing.com/debt. I'll tag it in the comments here below. There's a free spreadsheet that you can download that walks you through exactly what I did in terms of identifying where I am right now. How much debt do you have? What are the minimum payments for each one of those loans? What is the interest rate on each one of those loans? That's the prep work. So I think oftentimes we get so bogged down by our desire to want to tackle these student loans that we forget the pre-work that we have to do, right? So CourtneyMKing.com/debt, free worksheet. It's a free spreadsheet. You can download it. You can plug all your numbers in. Shout out to Carla, who's in this group, who already did it and sent me a copy of the spreadsheet and said, hey, what do you think? And I said, girl, you are so much more ahead than you think you are. Guys, we're so hard on ourselves. You know what I mean? So that's that. The last episode that I dropped, which was on Tuesday, #goals, right? That episode talked about, now that you know where you're at, let's talk about where you're trying to get, where you're trying to go. So when you have all of your debts listed out, all of your income, all your expenses, then that's where we can talk about where you want to be, right? And then we can start strategizing on how to get there. So this young lady that was texting Jasmine, maybe she doesn't really have that much money saved. That's okay. But now we know what we have to do, right? So if you're looking at to buy an investment property, let's say you buy it for $100,000, right? Let's say because you're not going to occupy the property, you put 5% down, $5,000, guys, or no, 10 grand, And I don't say that lightly, like, oh, who has 10 grand just to, pull out of your pocket or whatever, whatever the case may be. And I'm not good at math, so just use a calculator to calculate it. But you just get the process started. It's a process. Jasmine actually told me the same thing this morning when I was talking to her about this book. It's a process of promoting this book. It's a process to teach, everything that I do on a daily basis to people to get them to a place where they can buy real estate, right? So it's a process, and guys, giving ourselves a little bit of grace to work through the process, and that's okay, right? So I wanted to just hop on here. The other thing that I haven't talked about yet in the podcast, but it's this thing called house hacking. So I don't know if you guys follow me on Instagram at Millennial VS Machine or King Realty Texas, all spelled out. They're both on there. There's this post that I posted where you can get an FHA loan, and the limits were increased. So like, let's say you want to buy a fourplex, or let's say you want to buy a full duplex, right? You can spend up to like $400,000 using an FHA loan, which only requires 3.5% down. So the reason why I bring that up is, let's say you can't put 20% down, but you want to use an FHA loan, which is a government-backed loan that is minimal down payment. Well, what about house hacking, where you buy maybe a full duplex and you live in half, and then your tenant pays the other half, and you're basically, living for free. So whatever you would have spent on rent or on your mortgage, you can throw that to your student loans. There's so many different ways that we can get creative, and I know this video is going long, but I just wanted to hop on here to let you know that keep rolling with me, guys. Like, don't focus on so much on, oh my gosh, I'm not here, I'm not there, I don't have this, I don't have that. Look at what you do have. Look at where you're starting, and then take it from there. Guys, I'm an open book. Y'all can DM me. You guys can email me. CourtneyMKing.com. You go there, has all my contact information. But let's get this started, guys. Enough of the excuses. Enough of being hard on ourselves. The fact of the matter is, you may be in student loan debt, but there's a way out. And that's what I teach in Millennial versus Machine. So anyway, thanks for joining me today on a beach in Malibu. When I tell y'all I'm so grateful to be here, I'm so thankful for you guys joining me on this journey. This is something totally new, and I just want to empower you guys as much as I possibly can so that you guys achieve your goals as well. So before I leave, I'll show you one last shot of the beach. I'm going to kick it here for a little bit, spend some time with the Lord, strategize on the next steps before my next meetings, and I hope you guys have a great rest of the day. And here's the beach. Okay, adios amigos, bye.